As a football coach, we like practice. I mean, practice is always good. Players should like it too. Practice does have a little bit different feel when you have a special guest come back. We've been praying for John and just watching him deal with a tough illness. But it's good for the team to see him back in the fold. Once you get to these practices too, this will be a typical Friday practice for us, kind of final work. This isn't typical because we have an early game, but we're excited about playing the 49ers. They're a good football team, a tough football team. So it'll be good for us to see exactly how we match up against one of the better teams in the league. Take your questions.
Lovie, what does it say about your group, everybody just seeing John again, and what you guys have done to rally around him, and kind of the culture that you're building there, all that kind of combined?
Normally on most teams I've been with, it's a tight-knit group, and there is a brotherhood, and you care. It is family. And everybody, of course, realizes what John is going through. So, but a visual, means an awful lot. That, special smile that he has, it was good for everybody to see it today.
What would you like to see from these running backs in particular that you haven't seen already this last time in the regular season?
Running backs in all positions. It's a good football team. We're going to play more. We want to just see exactly where we are. All those practices we put in. Exactly where we are. It's to be the last dress rehearsal before they count. So that's what we want to see. Running back position, of course, is a big part of that.
Daniel Pierce, what are some of the signs that you're seeing, not just stuff we did in the Saints game, but what you're seeing in these practice sessions?
We've seen everything you need to see from a good running back. He can catch the ball. He can run in between the tackles. He'll make you miss in open field. Pads down low. There's a lot of things I like about Daniel.
What are the rest of the running backs when you just kind of distinguish themselves to set themselves apart?
Play better. It is that simple, really. It's about production. When you get opportunities, flash. Show us your best. At the end of training camp, the best of everyone is what we should have seen. If not, one last time to show it.
So much depth in that front seven. I know every year is different, but traditionally, do you have a set number you like to keep on D-line and linebacker?
Yeah, we have a set number, but numbers are always flexible a little bit. Most of the time, game day, I talk game day more than just keep. Game day, most of the time we're going to address at least 8 defensive linemen. We're going to address at least 6 linebackers. From there, the numbers, a little bit flexible.
First time you recall thinking, Daniel Pierce can't do this.
I think, early on, we did a lot of work on him coming in. So we've seen his highlights. The best of him in college we saw. That's on your mind. And then when he gets here, he was just eager. Every time the special team's working, you see him out here working. And then when he started playing, so I'm going to say early on there were signs, but you had to get in pads. And then we like some things he did in pads. Training camp, but we're not doing a lot of live work. So you get to the first game and you see what a player's like, live action. And we liked him every step along the way. We're talking a lot about Damon, but I'm going to say the same thing for, we like what Marlon has done. Royce, Rex, Darray. We have a good group. We have a good, strong linebacker room. Ross Blacklock, he will not play in this game. Kenyon Green will. Kenyon has made a lot of progress. He'll play. He won't start, but we're going to get him into the mix. He's right on schedule.
The new practice squad rules, be able to promote for 3 games without taking 53. How much of that goes into you and Casario building the 53 and that 16-man?
A lot goes into it. I know most people say, okay, you got to get down to 53. No, we see 53, 16 practice squad players, and 1 international player. So we're talking about a 70-man roster is what we're doing, looking at, and doing whatever we can to try to keep those 70 strong that we're going to need going into the season.
What was it like to have John here in practice to see him today?
It was good. It was good. Good to have his presence. Some of the guys haven't seen him in a while. Just kind of want to, see how he's doing, and glad that he's in good spirits. And yeah.
Seen some interceptions from you, not a new thing for you, but
Yeah.
how do you feel like your camp you're putting together?
It's been going really good, man. Really pleased with myself at this point in the process. Never want to kind of peak too early, so kind of feel like that I'm hitting, at the perfect time. Yeah.
How did you approach your relationship with Derek? Saying young kid, talent, you veteran. How did you approach that relationship? How to cover that?
Yeah, man. Just just being a guy that he can come to, whether it's on and off the field, because that's what I had in Eric Berry when I was my rookie campaign or whatever. Just being that kind of big brother figure to him, and just the rest is history. He played ball the way he's supposed to play ball.
You talk about your battles between Brandon Cooks out here.
Yeah, man. Me and Cooks go way back, as some of you guys may know. Very competitive guy. I'm a competitive guy. So for the most part, it's just getting us both better and prepared for the season.
I know you've already asked, but especially what did it do for the team to see John out there?
Say that one more
What
time.
did it do for the team to see John out there?
Oh, it gave us a lot of hope. To see him in good spirits. You have cancer like that. That can bring especially a young guy down. Anybody for that matter. But it was good seeing him.
What is it like to see Lovie mix it up a little bit? He mixed it up in the last game. You all got 6 sacks on the defense side of the ball. Played some pretty good coverage at the end.
Yeah, it was good, man. Just to kind of see like a glimpse of what we can be and what this defense team could be like moving forward. To get that going in the preseason is good to see.
The front seven is the defensive back's best friend. So, what have you seen from your front seven?
Oh, most definitely, man. Those guys are workaholics, man. They all dogs. They all want to get better. They all want to light up that stat sheet, man. So, hey, go ahead. It's fine by me.
Has anybody jumped out at you? You see these guys every day in practice, on film, in the receiver room. Who's impressed you so far, especially of the young guys?
Young guys, obviously Nico Collins has made some big plays here in camp. You saw a big catch he made in the preseason. It's a lot of guys, man. A lot of young guys go with camp. Has done some great things in camp. That's funny, camp, but it's a ton of guys, man. I can't just name them all, but they all been doing pretty well.
You got toughest guy to cover?
On the team.
Not named Cooks.
On the team. They all, come with their, with their own skill set. I think every receiver is challenging, because as a DB we're going backwards. They know what they're going to do. So, that's where I leave that at.
Being a vet cornerback, you talk about going against Nico, bigger guy, going against Cook, speed guys. How do you help develop the zone, the man, and going against different sides? How do you help develop that instinctively? I know it's not your job, but being a vet guy.
Yeah, just pretty much helping him understand, like, formation-wise, personnel-wise, down and distance. It's a lot of things that goes into it on how, pretty much telling him how the offense is going to attack at any given point. That's my biggest thing and trying to, help him out with.
Yeah, a long time before the first game. How important is this one to kind of put your last football and pro football out?
Yeah, I think this game's just a good game to get everything fine-tuned. We've been working hard all preseason and just trying to, get all the guys in there and just working together will be pretty important.
How do you feel about how you're moving? Do you feel really good?
Yeah, I feel good. Just trying to perfect my craft and just keep getting better every week.
Look at the other night when there's so much penetration. A lot of it, some double blitzing, but a lot of just guys four-man communication.
Is that just our rush? Yeah, it was. That was good to see. As a linebacker, to see D-line getting home and stuff. That's exciting for us, right? So we're happy about it for sure.
Maybe some blitzes for you, like Kirk.
Yeah. Maybe we could dial some of those up. That'd be nice.
What did it mean to see John Mechie out there?
Oh, it's awesome. I can't even imagine what he's going through, and to see him out and see him like doing so well it's amazing, man. It's such a blessing. He's such a great guy. It makes us take a look at all of us, right? We take this for granted a lot. And for a guy like Mechie just to wake up one day and his whole life is different for now, it's just like you said, it's a blessing to be out here, and we're excited. We're excited to see him grow and just continue to get better.
Conlon, when you look at the familiarity of a guy like Desmond King, who's played in the slot and also on the outside, what does that do for your defense, especially with the secondary for certain matchups?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing, right? Because a lot of corners struggle to play nickel because they don't understand how to play zone defense, right? And like in the slot, it's like playing a linebacker, right? But Des can do it all. So to have that versatility to go back and forth, just keep offenses guessing.
What do you think of the immediate impact that Jalen and Derek can make in that secondary? It seemed like almost immediately they started to make plays for you guys in preseason.
Yeah, those guys can run. They're smart young guys. They're ahead of the game for sure. So I'm excited for the year.
Apologies if you've been asked it before, but there's a lot of details in this tattoo. What do you know about this?
This is all biblical. It's just what's really important to me. Just my story and just things I relate to.
Was that done in the offseason?
Yeah.
How many hours did that take?
All this was probably like 24. Yeah.
One session?
No. I broke it up at different days. Yeah.
What's the message you're trying to get to these rookies in their final preseason games before the regular season starts?
For me, it's a lot of the being a lower drafted guy and someone that was waived and then picked up is I relate a lot to those guys they're trying to make the team and stuff. So just letting it loose, and not having any regrets, and just letting them know that just they've been putting in hard work and just to keep dominating.
Been able to see a lot of the rookie Christian Harris. When he's been out here, what were you able to see from him?
He's impressive. Just the way he can move, the way he runs. He's an athlete. And I can honestly say I haven't seen much people like him before. So I'm excited to get him back for sure.
You're around John. Did you get a chance to talk with him, interact with him a little bit?
I haven't got a chance to talk to him, but he looked like he was in good spirits. So if he's feeling good and he's happy, that's good for me. It's good for him.
What did it mean to have him out here?
It means a lot, man. He's going through a lot right now, and it's a testimony to him that he's out here, supporting us with what we got going on. So it was good to see him, and I hope I get a chance to catch up with him in the locker room.
How much to pump you guys up?
Oh, yeah, it pumped us pretty good, man. It's the last preseason game of the year. We got to set a tone. We're looking to go 3-0. So I think the team is excited, to go out here this weekend, try to get a win.
Seeing John out here, how much that pump you guys up? Seeing John Mechie out here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It felt good to see him up here. He pumped us up, so we can have a good game this weekend. So hopefully, we go out here and get a win for him this weekend.
This will be Green's first game. Lovie announced that he would play, not start, but what advice would you give to him? You've been in the shoes, playing your first game and being a first-round draft pick. What would you tell him?
I would just say be calm, man. We've been playing this game for a long time. The level you get harder and harder as you increase it. But Keon's a good player. It's the reason he was taken 15th overall. So he just go out there, play his game, be calm, just let the older guys, talk to him, get him going. I think he'll do a good job.
You guys watching Damian run. What's the feeling like when you watch him run? You see the film, just see Damian Pierce rookie.
Oh man, Damian's gonna do a lot of special things for his team. I remember just being on the sideline. I wasn't in when he made those runs in the first week, but I was excited because we haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher here since 2019 with Carlos Hyde. So to see a rookie come in and make those type of plays off the first time you get the ball, it's gonna be something special.
It's not to put down on anyone on the first team offense that's been working through preseason, but to be able to have guys like Laramie and Justin out there for this game, what impact does that make for the offense?
Oh man, it's always good to have two of your best players out there. Two older vets. JB's been the center here for the past 2 years. He's gonna set the tempo. Laramie's a great player. He's gonna lock down whoever over there. So they had a whole starting offensive line out there. I think we should have some elite play out there this weekend.
You mentioned having two of your buddies out there. It seems like you and Laramie Thompson are legit buddies. What's that relationship like?
Oh yes, we friends here and outside of here. So it's always good to develop friendships outside of football. And I think me and him got that, and it only helps us when we out here on the field because I mean, like I said, like you can get criticism from your coaches and stuff like that, but nothing is like, you know, when your teammates can critique you and, you know, help you with stuff. I think it just feels different when you get it from your teammates. Pause. but yeah, man, me and Laramie, man, we're good friends. He's helped me a lot since he came here early on in my career. So, you know, it's good to have him here.
What would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned from Laramie as a tackler, from a football standpoint?
I say the main thing was don't try to change my game to try to be like somebody else. You know, just develop my own game, be my own self when I'm out there on the field. And I think that's something I've owned in on since I've been back at tackle, just developing my own game, being myself, and just let it come to me.
How does it feel to get those reps at your natural position?
It feels good. I was just telling them I'm excited to get out there and prove that I'm one of the best in the league. And I think that this preseason I'm getting a chance to show that. And I think this season is going to be a good testimony to show y'all that I'm one of the best.
On Thursday, the team is going to try to go 3-0, as you mentioned, in the preseason. How can that actually set the tone for this upcoming season?
It's always good to win. By going 3-0 in the preseason, you know, it just gives us confidence that, I mean, no matter if they're playing the ones or twos, that we can get a lot done as this team. So our defense has been playing great all preseason. So the offense, I think we can do an even better job of putting more points on the board, eliminating the turnovers, running the ball better. So I think that we keep on building this momentum for the preseason. It's going to just go in for week 1 against Colts.
Titus, when you go back and look at that final drive on Friday night, when you see the throws that Davis can make and the way the offense can click, how does that set the tone going into the regular season to know what's possible?
I think the number one thing is when I see that is that if we give him time, he can make all the throws. So like I said, if we doing our job up front, those guys that our coach put behind us, they're going to get the job done. But it starts up front, no matter it's offense or defense. So we just got to win up front first.
So it's as important for you to have clean-cut blocks and good pass protection as it is for him to make the right reads.
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Now, where does the nastiness come from? Because when we watch your film back, it's not good enough just to block someone. It seems like you're always trying to put them in the dirt.
I think I just always been like that. I mean, I had an older brother when I was a kid, and everybody knows when you got an older brother and you're the younger brother. I was smaller than my brother growing up, so I had to have that little extra oomph in me, you know, to fight with him and stuff like that. I just carried it over to football. I mean, it's just all about finishing. When you finish people and then you block them, you get a pancake, it just give you more momentum for the next play. So I try to get those type of plays to give me more momentum to finish the game out even stronger.
Titus, going into this year, do you still feel that you have a point to prove coming from an HBCU? Some people didn't think that, you know, that you deserve to be picked where you were. Do you feel like you still have something to prove with that?
I would say I have more to prove for myself than what people have to say, because I really don't care what people have to say about me. All I care about is like what my coaches feel and how I feel as a player. So when I look at the film, I critique myself, my coaches critique me. That's more the thing that I feel like I need to improve on, but I really don't care about what they say, you know what I'm saying? So probably not.
You and Laramie have a very close relationship on the field. What's one thing that you guys like to do together, and do you have like a friendly competition thing that you guys go against each other on?
I mean, I think we like to play cards. Like we love playing cards, play tonk, play spades. We get the chance to vibe, you know, talk, have a good time. So I think that's probably the number one thing we like to do.
Can't get him on the ping pong table?
He can't play ping pong with me. I'm a demon. You know?
Is cards the way to kind of connect? I mean, what is it about games that can help you?
I think like I don't know if you ever like played like card games when you was growing up, but like when you were playing cards, you get to, you know, just have fun, talk about stuff that doesn't have anything to do about football. Just, you know, talk about real personal life stuff. So then when we play cards, we, you know, have a good time and just be chilling, vibing, you know, getting, you know, a mental space outside of football, and I think that's good for us.